Hello and welcome back to the Bliss Bean. Today's video is on self-care and I wanted to start by sharing a little success story from my life. I have not slept without setting an alarm for I don't know how long. It's not because I don't enjoy sleeping, I love sleeping, but I also have a much better day if I wake up early, and I also just have this tendency to stay in bed if I don't have an alarm to wake me up. But today was the first day of spring break, so I decided to take that leap and go to bed without an alarm. And an interesting thing happened. I woke up at 6 a.m. So I went back to bed and I woke up at 7:30. I just felt so well rested and ready to get out of bed, so I was pretty proud of myself. Anyways, today's video is not about me. I just wanted to share an example of self-care. Today's video is actually 14 ways that you can practice self-care. Self-care is not selfish because it literally helps you be a better person. It helps you be more productive, happier, more engaged in your relationships. It's basically like an investment of your time into being a happier and better functioning person later on. Self-care is also not just things like bath bombs and face masks, although it can be. It's also like getting your life together and practicing self-discipline, doing hard things because you know that they're good for you. So for this video, I've tried to come up with kind of a mix. There are activities that are just kind of pure for fun, and then others that are a little bit hard to do but important and worth it. So without further ado, number 1 is meditate. Honestly, it's crazy in modern times how little time we actually spend doing nothing. Like, it's totally understandable to want to be productive and to try and use up all of your little pockets of time effectively, but like even when we're not working, we're occupied by our phone or the TV. Just there's always something grabbing our attention. So that's why I think meditation is so important, because it is such a rare opportunity to just completely like shut off your brain for a couple of minutes. If you've never done it, I would recommend starting small so you can get a meditation app and then just set it for like 2 or 3 minutes and then increase from there. The important thing to remember is to not get mad at yourself if you notice yourself getting distracted during meditation. That process where your brain like notices that you're distracted and then redirects you, that's like the core of what meditation is. That's where you're growing and changing. So don't get down on yourself. Remember that this is a sign that you are getting better at meditation. Next, exercise. I'm part of this like self-improvement type Facebook group thing, and someone on there posted a question and they basically said, how do you force yourself to exercise if it's painful? Now, they didn't mean painful as in like an injury, but just like exercise hurts, you know? But just the question kind of surprised me because I'd never really thought about exercise as this painful thing. Like, it can definitely be a little unpleasant and hard to motivate myself to do it at times, but the return of investment, or whatever you'd call it, I don't know a lot about economics, but like the return that you get from that initial discomfort that you experience is like 5 times what you put into it. It puts you in such a good mood and gives you so much energy and is just so refreshing. So if you don't have the time or the energy for a super intense workout, you can always do something like going on a walk or practicing some yoga. I just think the important part is movement. The next thing is something I just did a video about. Wow! It's journaling. So I like to journal every morning and evening. It really helps to just get your thoughts out and work through any worries that might be on your mind. If I don't journal for too long, then my thoughts just start to become like a physical weight on my shoulders, you know? It can get really hard to just like contain all of your worries in your head. So putting them down on paper really helps, and if you want more advice on how to do that, you should check out my video. Number 4. Wash the dishes and do the laundry. I put them together because I feel like they're a very similar kind of chore. They're the kind of chore that we normally keep up with and don't have much trouble keeping up with when we're feeling good about life in general. But once we let it slide a little bit, it goes downhill very quickly. So if you have a pile of laundry that you need to do or a pile of dishes sitting in the sink, finish watching the rest of this video, but then go and get it done. I promise you, you will feel so much better. Okay, changing your sheets. There's no better feeling, in my opinion, than crawling into bed Sunday evening with fresh sheets and like maybe your window cracked open and a fresh breeze coming in. Unlike doing the laundry and washing the dishes, changing your sheets takes just a few minutes, so it's a very easy chore, but I think it makes a big difference. Just kind of refreshing your space with that wonderful chemical smell of laundry detergent. If you've had your fill of smelling detergent, the next item on this list might help you. It's going on a walk outside. Now that the weather is getting warmer, I'm so excited to take advantage of it. Going on walks is just so refreshing and calming. If you want, you can bring along some music or a podcast to listen to, but honestly, sometimes it's nice to just walk in silence and listen to the birds chirping and the leaves rustling and the car engines running. I don't know what number we're on, but next thing is using face masks. I know at the beginning of this video I said self-care isn't all just face masks and bath bombs, but I love face masks. Not a huge fan of baths, but face masks are If you don't like face masks, just find something that you enjoy as much as I enjoy face masks. Just a little something that you can do for yourself that feels good and is relaxing. Okay, I just checked. We're on number 8. Number 8 is going to a sauna. If you have access to one, saunas are a really, really nice way to relax. A lot of gyms have that, so if you do have a gym membership to some place that has saunas, take advantage of it. Personally, my favorite time to use the sauna is right before bed because your body temperature goes up, and then when you exit the sauna, that drop in body temperature mimics the natural way that your body like cools down a little bit before sleep, so it makes you sleepy. I just feel so like physically and mentally relaxed after I exit the sauna, so it's something that I try to do every Sunday evening. Number 9, do some planning. A lot of times when I'm feeling a little down or like stagnant, it really helps me to just check in with my goals and my calendar and just kind of figure out what exactly is going on with my life at the moment. So whatever little check-in will help you, whether it's writing a to-do list for what you have to do for the rest of the day, checking up on your goals, looking at your calendar to see what's coming up. Any little like planning action will help you feel a lot more organized and help you get clear on what the next steps are for you to take. Number 10, try a standing desk. Personally, I notice myself feeling very like restless and stale if I sit for too long. It just becomes almost impossible for me to focus. So the way that I have my desk set up is I have a regular desk, but then I put together a DIY standing desk with a box and a wooden board, and basically I could just switch between sitting and standing as often as I want to. One thing to keep in mind is that the benefits of working at a standing desk are often touted, but it's important to remember that if you're just standing all day in one position and like not moving around, not fidgeting, that's also not very good for you. So don't get too caught up in trying to like stand for as long as you can until you pass out or something. Just pay attention to how you're feeling, and as soon as you feel like you've been in one position for too long, switch. Number 11, listen to music. I don't make time for this nearly enough. I just can't really focus on anything else when I'm listening to music, so I don't do it very often. But I do find that it's a very effective way for me to change my mood. So if I'm feeling anxious, listening to calm music helps a lot, and if I'm feeling down, then listening to energetic, motivational music helps. One of my favorite Spotify playlists is called Mood Booster, and I listen to that every morning. We only have 3 left. Okay, the anti-penultimate item on this list is to drink water. I actually really needed that, wow. Okay. When I get dehydrated, I start to feel really tired and I get a headache, and a lot of times it just comes on very suddenly and I don't notice that I haven't been drinking enough water until that happens. So to prevent that, just keep drinking water. Get yourself a nice reusable water bottle. I literally don't know what the patterns on this water bottle are. This was my brother's old water bottle, but he only used it for like a couple of days, so I took it. So yeah, get yourself a water bottle, fill it up, and just keep drinking throughout the day. If it helps, you can set phone reminders to continuously remind you to pick it up and take a sip. But I feel like once it becomes a habit, you don't even need that because you just get so used to having it within reach all the time and drinking. Okay, number 13. Stop multitasking. So I'm not just referring to like when you're trying to get 2 things done at the same time. I think I'm referring to it in a more general sense. Be fully present in whatever it is that you're doing at that time. Boundaries are really important. If you are spending time with friends and you're getting distracted by work, then you're not really spending quality time with your friends. And if you are working and getting distracted by people texting you, then you're not really working to your full capabilities. Basically, when you let yourself get distracted by something that is not what you are currently doing, then you don't accomplish either thing at 100%. Boundaries are really important, so try to arrange your life and your day in a way that you only have to focus on one thing at a time. And the last thing is changing your environment. If you've been at home for too long, go out somewhere. If you've been working from the same location for a long time, go to a coffee shop or a library or something. Going outside just in general I think helps a lot, especially if you spend the majority of your life indoors like I do. And if you do have to spend most of your time in one environment for whatever reason, then try to do something to change it up. That actually reminds me that I should do something with my room because I've had the same wall art for probably years. But I remember when I was younger, I would just find a lot of enjoyment in taking down everything on my walls and then looking through magazines and finding new things to put up. It's really refreshing and can help you be more creative. So that's it. That's 14 ways that you can practice self-care. I hope, if I counted right. I'm pretty sure it was 14. Let me know what your favorite way to practice self-care is. If I missed anything on this list, I definitely did. I mean, it's a pretty short list, but please add your suggestions. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week. Bye!